Hi everyone, I'm Jane Lenzer, the director here at the Cherry Valley Public Library, and even though the library is closed right now, our grounds are beautiful, as you can see a little bit here. So if you need a little outing, come on over and take a look at our beautiful flowers. We're hoping to open as soon as we get the word. We're anxious to see all of you back in the library. We are doing parking lot pickup a couple days a week, so that's a good option for you. If there are specific things that you'd like, you can put a hold on them and we'll schedule a time and bring them right out to your vehicle contactless. Or if there are just authors that you like or types of books that you want, we're working on book bundles or DVD bundles. So you don't even have to ask for something specific, but you can just borrow a bunch of good things, read through them, see what you think, and hopefully there'll be some good things there. So hope everybody's staying healthy, wearing your mask, and keeping your social distance, and we hope to see everybody back in the library soon.
Hi there, this is Nathan Huff with Teaching to Fish Landscaping at the Cherry Valley Public Library, here to talk to you today about some of the plantings we've got and some of the plant material inside of them, why we chose them, and how these systems work. So everything here at the library is a mulchless system, so nothing is mulched and everything is just mowed over every fall and or spring. And as you can see, we prioritize natives, and there's a lot of stuff in here for all the pollinators and everything like that. So this is a Nepeta, Racemosa. This is Catmint. This is a plant that we get lots and lots of questions about here at the library. It is not native, but we chose it because it is very popular with pollinators. There's a queen honeybee or bumblebee right now taking advantage of it. Pollinators love this plant because it has a really high nectar to pollen ratio. That means that it produces a lot more nectar than it does pollen, which entices lots of pollinators to visit. So this next plant is Willowleaf Amsonia, Amsonia Tabernaemontan. So this one actually somewhat stretches the definition of native. As its name insinuates, it's from the Montana region. So it is native to west of the Mississippi, but we utilize this plant a lot because of its adaptability to that sort of condition. Hence why it's right here next to the sidewalk, where it's really dry, really poor soil quality, gets lots of salt, beat on a lot, and as you can see, it performs quite well. It is also called the Bluestar. If you look at these flowers, they are all blue pentagram stars. Willowleaf Amsonia is a host plant to lots of butterflies, including several swallowtails. So we keep an eye on these, and we're excited to hopefully see some butterfly species range expanded across the Mississippi to here. So right here we have a variety of the Willowleaf Amsonia we just spoke about. Same exact properties, same Amsonia Tabernaemontan, so it's from Montana area, but this is the dwarf variety of it. So again, pushing the definitions of native, but it is native genetics that were bred to be dwarf. So this, as you can see, kind of propagates from seed still. So the genetics are stable enough that it does so and maintains its low habit. We have that down here around our prairie drop seed here. So as you can see, these are a cooler season plant. These are going to fill in and take care of occupying the space from weeds and everything like that during the cool season. And then later in the summer, this prairie drop seed is really going to take off and fill in the space, and you almost won't be able to see these guys underneath. There's actually a really cool moth on this prairie drop seed right now. So right here we have white Baptisia, white false indigo. Baptisia leucantha was previously the name. It has recently been changed to Baptisia alba. Alba for the white, obviously. We'll juxtapose this in just a little bit with the Baptisia Australis, which is the blue false indigo. We have these both in the plantings right next to each other for educational purposes and juxtaposition. Something to be noted about the white Baptisia is it's a lot airier, right? So you're going to notice that this is all open underneath, and it almost has a branching tree form to it. Now later in the season, when we come back and revisit this, when these blooms are full bloom, this is going to be completely filled out, but still, if you lift everything back, underneath the plant is going to be basically empty, full of little seedlings from itself, and any other sedges or grasses that can fill in that space for us. It also blooms significantly later than the blue Baptisia. Now, a big reason that we use a lot of our Baptisias and some of our other plant material is because they're in the legume family. That means that they have a symbiotic relationship with bacteria in their root systems. Those bacteria can pull nitrogen from the atmosphere and bring it into the soil system. So that helps the plant materials, it helps build the soil, and it helps with all sorts of... So this is our blue Baptisia, our Baptisia Australis, again to be juxtaposed with our white Baptisia, the white Baptisia leucantha or Baptisia alba. Again, this is a legume, so it has a beneficial symbiotic relationship with bacteria that fixate nitrogen from the air and put it into the soil, both feeding this plant, all the plants around it, and overall increasing the nutrients in the soil. The big difference between this one and the white one is obviously bloom time. This one is blooming currently, whereas the white one is just emerging and setting its flower buds. And shape. So this one, as you can see, is really early, coming almost all the way down to the ground, and within a couple weeks here, it'll make a full dome all the way to the ground, and it is filled down all the way to the base, whereas the white Baptisia has more of a understory tree branching structure to it. Both of the Baptisias have plenty of butterflies and other host species that require them for their survival. These are a great plant for that early bloom, and they have a very unique flower that resembles a pea because, again, they are in the legume family. We have a low-maintenance lawn alternative example. This is a matrix of blue sedge. You can see going to seed here. It just got done flowering. Nodding wild onion. This smooth leaf texture here will be blooming in later July. And then we have our wild petunia over here that'll be blooming late in the fall. Now, just like most of our plantings, everything is coordinated to have a cool season, mid-season, and end of season. That way there is pressure and suppression of weeds all year round. Everything blooming, seeding, growing at different times of the year so that this is completely filled up and there's no room for seeds to germinate or grow any time of year. So everything in this matrix has some sort of butterfly or something that uses it as a host species. This Rulia humilis, the wild petunia, specifically is a host plant to the buckeye butterfly, one of the less popular but equally impressive orange butterflies like the monarchs. Pretty big, pretty good looking, fun to look at.
Yep.
So here we are in the front of the library. This is a good example of some non-natives being utilized with semi-natives and then a juxtaposition between those two. So we have right here our Siberian iris, super hardy. This plant is from Siberia, the tundra, stuff like that. So it laughs at most of our Illinois weather. It's really an adaptable non-native. And then again here we have our Willowleaf Amsonia, and then just in front of that we have our narrowleaf Amsonia. Again, both from the Montana region, so west of the Mississippi, but very adaptable to here and very adaptable to really tough conditions. You can see both of them bloom at the same time. They're actually kind of hard to tell apart probably on the video, but if you see them in person, come out to the library here, you'll be able to tell really vast difference between the leaves. And in the fall when they change color, it's really a cool juxtaposition.